I 100% have been thinking long and hard about whether or not this YouTube channel is what I want and whether I'm proud of it. I actually just haven't done a video like this where I've sat down and given you guys a creator to the audience chat about what my channel is and maybe like what you can, what you can expect to see here in the future. I guess when I look at what I've been doing here on YouTube in the last 5 years or whatever, maybe 3 years, the common thread is me. Like I'm in my content. I put my face in front of the work that I do. And in 2018, I've sort of taken a back step, and I've taken a step to, I've kind of removed myself from a lot of my social platforms in order to focus on like what I am creating and why I want to create it. So to give you a quick little rundown, I know this is a long video, you guys can just skip through it, you can just go to the end, or you may not even be interested. You may have just found my YouTube channel and be like, all right, I don't care about this, can you just keep making films or whatever I've subscribed. So a question to you guys would definitely be like, when did you find my YouTube channel, and what kind of made you want to subscribe? I would really like to know your answer to that in the comment section below, because look, as a creator, I question what I'm doing all the time, and it's you guys that reassure me that I'm either on the right path or, that I'm doing something right with my life. And I think, towards the end of last year, and the reason for this sort of happening right now is towards the end of the last year or towards mid last year, I was inundating this channel. Like I was flooding it with content. I didn't care what I made. I just made everything. You know what? I wanted to make a video. I wanted to make videos every day, but I tried that and I burnt out. I think I did 8 or 9 vlogs in a row. Like when I say vlog, like a 10-minute vlog, which I've edited 2 to 4 hours that night. And I tried doing that, and I couldn't do it. I just literally could not do it. I don't know how the fuck Casey Neistat can do that. I don't know how people can do that if they don't have editors or teams surrounding them. But look, I'm a human, and I started this channel as a human, and that's, I guess, where, so back to the point, like, I started last year, I literally was just giving you everything, and I was flooding my channel with content, and there probably wasn't any real direction. And I went to a YouTube meetup, and I kind of couldn't understand why, if I was publishing so frequently, that my channel wasn't really growing at the rate that I somewhat wanted it to. And I feel like there's like so many reasons for that, and there's so many reasons as to why. Like I even made a video at the end of last year, like why you shouldn't daily vlog or why you shouldn't vlog. Like, but back to the point, there's so many reasons why like it's silly to just go ham on, just uploading heaps of stuff for the sake of uploading it. And I guess, I kind of went into last year with this philosophy to document and not create. And yeah, that's probably something which Gary Vee kind of influenced me, and you might see people these days that do work like that, and they just publish, and because there's this, the idea is that you're just documenting, you're not creating. And I like the philosophy. I like that you're not being too self-critical, that you're not, you're not having a go at yourself. You're just going, let's just put it out there and see what comes of it. But, and I do say a big but, I'm like, because the internet has so much content. The world now is inundated with content. There are millions of people just like me making their own videos. So why would someone choose to watch my content? Why would someone choose to give their precious time to me unless I am able to give something back to you, the viewer? And that was a huge realization for me last year. No matter how much I tried to make content, no matter how much I tried to make viral videos, no matter how much I tried to spread my wings and document what I was doing, it all came, I guess, at a cost of like you guys, the audience, because it just doesn't make sense to just give people little updates on your life anymore. It just doesn't make sense. There's so many more interesting people out there and that do it better, that you know, I really had to reassess what I was doing and why I was doing it. So back to the start, when I first started this YouTube channel, I actually started making videos, like I was experimenting. I had this desire to create. I was sick of people telling me, no, Jake, you can't do that. No, Jake, you look too different for this role. Or Jake, you sound too weird, so we can't give you a job. And I guess it came from commercial radio, commercial media, commercial television, like before Big Brother. Like if you guys know I was on, that's where I grew a lot on this channel, but it's not the be all and end all. Like, actually, I probably didn't grow from the show as much as I grew from the collaborations I made after the show. So anyway, so back to the start, I was making stuff. I was making videos on my uni assignments. I was doing a uni assignment, so I did like a semiotic analysis video. I was literally just trying to make content because I was practicing at being a creator. I wanted to create, and I feel like that's the best thing to do for people that, you know, just make stuff and then work out what you like making, and then it'll all kind of come around wholeheartedly, and you'll be able to, you know, maybe you'll sit down 3 years down the track and go, why the hell was I making that? Like I'm doing right now. Anyway, so I just made stuff, and I also like was studying marketing. I was studying design. I'd studied sound, and I was wanting to know how I could essentially build an online brand. How I could live off the internet, you know, like I saw people doing it, and I was like, you know what, that's the job that I want. And I guess a lot of people now say the same thing. They're like, oh, I would love to have a residual or a passive or a full-time income from my own product. You know, businesses do that all the time. People do that all the time. They monetize whatever they're doing. And so I saw that as like, you know, I saw that as something that I thought I could do, and if I dedicated myself to it. Anyway, that's what I was doing. So I then started making vlogs. I found vlogs, and I found that thoroughly enjoyable. And I think that's because I have like a desire to learn and to know more and to always be curious about things. So I just started, you know, I saw vlogs as like this way of, hey, I can just make like something every day. It doesn't have to be so amazing. It can just be like a little, how about I go out today and film what I'm doing, and I capture it and I practice on editing. And that's what I loved it. And I started this thing called the iPhone Coffee Project. And I guess that thing had so much purpose in it because it was like each vlog had a point and a purpose. It was like, find somewhere in my local suburb and go to a cafe and document that experience, give a rating of the coffee. And anyway, I loved it. I got so stuck into it. I was just doing it on my iPhone. I didn't have a camera at all at the time, so I called it the iPhone Coffee Project. And I started going out, and I would be like, okay, cool. This is, you know, the first one was freaking atrocious. Like, I didn't even know what I was saying. I also wanted to practice the editing side of things. I wanted to get cool shots. I wanted to make visual vibes like Ben Brown. You know, I was seeing what Fun for Louie was doing, and I was like, this is cool. So I started making them, and I was like, that's when I think I really found a little bit of a voice as a creator, being able to blend my design skills to be able to design a video with my passion for presenting or, you know, sharing. So that's then this huge kind of spanner in the works sort of happened, and I guess it kind of happened at a weird time in my life, or maybe at the perfect time. Who knows? You never know why those things happen. But Big Brother happened, and I kind of like, it was weird because I hadn't really finished developing my style or my voice as a creator. And, you know, you have these different facets of your life. And I guess it's like I'd spent all this time working on like personality and, you know, mainstream stuff, being a personality, like, you know, trying to be a whatever, like trying to be a radio presenter or someone that was face forward, someone that was in front of the camera, not behind the camera. And that took off. And, you know, and a bit of backstory to that is like, it didn't just happen straight away. Like I didn't go to auditions and then they gave me a time, like they didn't give me a slot on the show. I started working in radio whilst I was at uni. Like, okay, so I started doing promotions. I was doing promo work. Like I had to dress up as a freaking gold lotto ball in pink lycra and wear a fluoro like fiberglass gold lotto ball, walk down the Queen Street Mall in Brisbane and hand out like promo flyers for gold lotto. Like that's where I started. Like that, like someone said to me, like, I got a good gig for you. It's $25 now. Can you do it? And I was like, $25 now? That's fucking awesome. Yes. I said yes. That's kind of like the joke was on me. And like, you know, anyway, there's a whole heap of other like jokes I could make about that, but I said yes to doing promotion work. Promotion work led to a consistent radio promotion job. I started to see the media industry from radio, and then I started to like see like TV as or personalities sort of based stuff, and I guess I just was curious, and so like radio opened this door to auditions, and the people in the radio industry would be like, hey, you know, why don't you put your submit a videotape for this casting because they're casting for a kids TV show. So I did, I made a video, I submitted it, I then went to the auditions, you know, started to get into this world of TV, and producers were like, I went to a final callback and I was like, oh, I almost got to host a TV show, and that could have been my job, so I was curious about that, and I kept doing it. And that happened for 4, maybe 3 years, where I literally, I think there was 7 kids TV shows that I applied for over 3 years, and I went to 5 final callbacks, and I never got a gig. And I was pretty disheartened, but I just knew that if I kept at it, that something would come of it. So I just kept making show reels. I had casting agents' emails. I would make like a video of me presenting. One video, I got my girlfriend at the time's little cousin to be in it because I wanted to do kids TV, and we talked about chickens, and I just filmed this interview where I was presenting, talking about chickens. It was so lame, but I sent that to the casting agent, and she never replied. And I kept sending emails again and again and again to the same woman, and she never replied. And then like one day there's this new casting which popped up, and she was like, oh, one day this casting call popped up and I submitted a video, and I rocked up with the audition. She goes, oh, you're the guy that sends me that many emails a day. And I was like, okay. And she goes, you know what? I like you. You're persistent. And I don't know, I didn't get the job, but she really started barracking for me, and I don't know, it was like someone saw something in me. They had like this belief that I could do it, and that sort of gave me some more confidence to just keep doing it. Anyway, back on track. So that, like the Big Brother thing was not like, it didn't just happen straight away for a lot of the other housemates, like where they just handpick people off the street and go, let's put you in a house together. Like for me, I'd been working for a career in media, and even that show I cast 3 years in a row. I cast in Brisbane, nothing happened there. I moved to Sydney, I kept doing promotions. I kept like trying to find my voice in the media, in the personality world, and I cast again, and I went through a little bit further, and I met the producers, and they said no, not this year. But then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it another go. So the next year I went back, and after 5 years of slaving away at radio, television castings, I got a gig. 5 years. 5 years is what it took me. 5 years, and I got on TV. But at this time, I was kind of so disheartened by mainstream media that I knew that the internet and my own content was where I wanted to go, full stop. Sorry if this is like a video that you weren't expecting from me, but I just wanted to like sit down and share this with you because it's really important to the future of the content that I make. So sorry it's long, like get some snacks, whatever. But so anyway, I was crafting my style as a creator, and then bam, fame hit. And I made a film about that last year. I think you should watch that. It's linked in the description. It's probably more in the direction of who I am inherently as a creator, not so much as a personality. But you know what? Like, in this day and age, there is no real, like, it's sort of all one now, you know? There's no such, I really don't see, like, the mobile phone that you're probably watching this video on is the new form of big screen. Like, and I don't aspire to make content for TV or movies or silver screen or whatever. I just aspire to make content right here, like you're watching right now. So anyway, that happened, right? That happened, and surprisingly, like in all honesty, this YouTube channel only grew by, I think, 700 subscribers just straight off the back of me spending 4 weeks, which was, I don't know how much airtime, but articles and media publications all sort of talking about me on mainstream media. My Instagram account had like, I think it hit 83,000 followers, and my Twitter hit like 8K. Like all of my other social medias, my Facebook page hit 13,000, like instantly, like within just a little bit of time. It was like booyakasha, there's an audience. And you know, I'm 100% grateful for that. I know in the past I've made like probably some comments that you might have seen on this YouTube channel where I was like, you know, it was all bullshit, and like, yeah, there is like, TV has this way of like storytelling that's so different to new media, to like YouTube, and you know, the authenticity that comes through this camera as opposed to like seeing something that has been you know, foregrounded or privileged, or you know, your edit's been different, whatever. I edit my content anyway. I've watched this back and I've gone, yes, I like this. I'm going to give this away. This is what I feel I want to give away. Anyway, so off the back of that, YouTube only grew like a little bit. Like I had about 300 subscribers from the year and a half of the videos that I'd been making whilst I was trying to, you know, build and make a YouTube channel, and that content was sort of all over the shop. Like I think, you know, I was doing a little bit of vlogs, I was doing a little bit of like piece to camera stuff where I'd sit and I'd storytell and I'd tell you about something. If you ever saw the chocolate story, which was a video that I sat down and I had chocolate on my nose, like that was one of my earliest YouTube videos. That's the content I was making. And I guess from the personality stuff and from that point in my life where I guess I was so inundated and clouded by who I actually was from all these other opinions, I started to just keep going down that route of like personality, and people will love me because they've seen me somewhere, as opposed to people will love me for the work and the you know, great value I add to their lives. So I stopped, you know, I just started making like challenge videos, and you know, I grew a pretty good sized YouTube channel early on, like, and I was really quite happy with it. I had like a multi-channel network in the States that was sort of helping me, and that's when I made a video with Brittany. They put us together, and I grew like 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers in after one video. And anyway, so there's probably a bunch of you guys that know me, know Jake from that time, but then there's a whole heap of you guys that probably in the last 2.5 like years or 2 years have, you know, stuck around because you've been interested in the content that I've been making, and I've never really sat down and talked to you guys about it, and that's why I'm obviously making this video. But I've never sat down and said, hey, like, you know, I'm no longer making those videos, or you know, this is the type of content that I want to make, or I haven't done that. I haven't ever like really done that. I've just changed what I've been doing as I've evolved. You know, myself, I've changed, and I guess you guys have just had to cop it. Like, so that's why I just want to be really honest and open with you and with you guys that are here, because, you know, towards the end of last year, I considered deleting this channel. I considered like literally deleting this channel and starting fresh and going, you know what? I was really disheartened by the response to my videos, like straight away. Like I felt like, you know, I would upload a video, and from in the past I'd upload a video and it would clog out at like 301 views, and then I'd wake up the next day and it'd have like 5,000 or 6,000 views, you know, when I was making content after my initial sort of growth from, you know, Big Brother. And I was able to like use my other platforms as well. You know, they were a lot more people were like following me there intently and keen to know what I was doing. I made vlogs, you know, behind the scenes of the show because I was off the show. So I guess I was giving you guys a really good insight into what went on behind Big Brother and like behind TV. And I don't know, I guess I was proud back then that I was able to like share who I was more realistically, like than the TVs did. And I think that would have given some people like a really interesting perspective to go like, oh, you know, maybe I don't want to go on TV because it mightn't be the best thing for me, or that's just really interesting that like that's what we saw and here's what we see here. So I don't know, but the end of last year I was reassessing what I was doing, and I just, to be honest, to be in all honesty with you, I've probably said the word honest 50 times in this video, but I kind of got to the point where I wasn't proud of the videos I was making. And as much as, you know, I was trying to publish so consistently and be consistent in what I was doing, I wasn't actually proud of the videos I was making. And, you know, the start of this year, you know, I was like, this year I am going to, you know, continue to be really consistent, but a huge curveball happened and I lost someone really close to me. And that, I guess, the reason why I bring this up, I don't want to like, you know, this isn't a depressing video, but the only reason why I bring this up is because when you go through moments like that in your life, you question a few really big questions. And one of those big questions is, what do you want people to think about you at the end? When it's all over, when it's lights out, you know? And for me, like, I got to this point where making scrappy sort of vlogs or kind of just documenting little bits of my day, I wasn't really proud of it. My memory card was full, so I just had like a full half-hour break from this video. But anyway, I got to a point last year where I was just keeping up with the algorithm. Like I think I watched more videos last year about beating the YouTube algorithm and things like that, that I stopped, I stopped making content, because I enjoyed it, and I started making content because I was trying to game social media, or, I don't know, I was just trying to like be so like, it just wasn't working. And which leads me to where I am right now in the present, right now, what's happening with this YouTube channel. So what's happening? Where are we going? Where are we taking it? What have you guys got to look forward to? Why am I continuing to upload to this YouTube channel? And I think there's a couple of like strong foundations and reasons as to why. First of all, this channel was founded on a basis of like, when I first started, I was, I had this intro and it was Life Starts Now, and I had like this, when I first started going ham on making vlogs and making content, post Big Brother, post like making challenge videos, I was making videos about Life Starts Now, about travel, about adventure, things that were like my passions. And I instantly noticed in that first year that my videos that were getting heaps of hits straight away started dying down and getting 1,000 or 2,000 views straight away. So that initial audience, I think, whether they're still subscribed or they've unsubscribed over the years, whatever, you guys would know. Whether if you're still watching, cool. If you're just a number on my subscription, then cool. Yeah, I feel like I kind of have like, over the years, I've definitely started to refine what I'm doing here. And which leads me to today and what like the mission statement of this channel is, and it's about travel, it's about teaching, and it's about film. So I guess they're my passions. If any of those verticals interest you, then please turn post notifications on. I'm already noticing my channel is growing monthly. Like, yeah, it's weird. Like, I just thought that people would just stop watching my stuff, but for some strange reason, I feel like there's enough good content on my channel. To answer the question for anyone that's asking about like my past content and why I have unlisted it, or because I've unlisted, okay. To answer the question to those of you asking about unlisted content, like yes, I went through at the start of this year and just unlisted a bunch of my content, and mainly stuff that like, I don't know, some of it I just generally was like, I might probably re-upload it because it's a real sign of the times, like some of the early stuff. It's not that I'm like not proud of it, like even though there is some stuff that I'm not super proud of, but it's just like, I don't hate it. It's just, I just published it and whatever. But it's just not something that I wanted to clean up my channel. I think it's good to reinvent yourself every couple of years. I've been watching Tim Schmoyer, who does like video creators, and he says it's really good to reinvent yourself every couple of years, and I agree. I 100% agree with that. And so like in 2018, I am reinventing myself. I guess the foundation of this channel has always been about me, about Jake, and it sort of has. It hasn't. It's like, I started the channel as like people in blogs, so it's my musings, and I'm sharing those musings, but I'm here to teach you guys, I'm here to help you guys learn. I'm almost 30, so I'm not a 20-year-old that's gonna vlog about doing clickbait dumb shit, riding scooters to piss people off, okay? So if you're here for that, it's not what I'm gonna publish. Like, I wanna try and give you guys as much feedback and value, and to help you guys grow your careers within content, within film, within social and marketing, because they're spaces that I've spent a lot of time in. I understand social media. I understand, like, I think I understand like audiences. I understand like my niche, and I understand myself. So if you're like me, I'm able to communicate that through this YouTube channel. So that's where we're at. I hope this video does clarify a few things and clean a few things up and answer a couple of your questions. It's like, what the hell has Jake been doing? Like, I've been seeing some good stuff come out there, but he hasn't really spoken about it. And yes, I probably will take a little bit of a back step forward, but under those verticals, under teachings, please let me know what you'd like to see. If it's teaching stuff, like I've got a video I said in a live stream on my Instagram account. I've got a video coming out about how to crush Instagram stories, how to design for Instagram stories, how to create 4 or 5 videos. I listed a bunch of other stuff just in a note for myself that I feel like would add a lot of value to your lives. Like, one of the videos that I really want to do is to talk specifically to you guys that are content creators and kind of take you through my flow from working with a client from start to finish. And yes, that involves like making content for social and, building storyboards and building content from start to finish, I really feel like that stuff is valuable, and just how you communicate your ideas to clients to get projects. There's plenty of people out there doing it, but I think each creator has a very unique style, and you know, there's 100 ways to skin a cat, so I feel like that's still valuable. Under the travel stuff, I will be creating vlogs when I do travel, but I'm gonna try and, like, travel for me is like such a big passion that I want to base it on film. And you know, talking about work that I'm super proud of, I have been spending the last couple of weeks slaving over this video that I absolutely adore and cannot wait to share with you this Sunday. So if you like films and you have been enjoying some of the film work that I've been publishing lately, then this is what this channel is about. It keeps to spice it up because I do love vlogging. Some weeks I may publish a vlog, but I'm not going to be like inundating this channel with just daily vlogs, because I really don't feel like they're that, like, I just don't want to make them. Like, if you want to keep up to date with me, keep up to date with me on Instagram, keep up to date with me on Twitter. I don't tweet that much, but Instagram, I've got a second account, @Gridge Travels, and I've been posting heaps on it. Like, it's a niche, it's just travel. It's more about what I'm passionate about, more about the things that I'm going to be making, more about like the 2018 version of myself, more about like me understanding me, and hopefully that resonates, and hopefully you guys are keen to hang out with me. If you're not, please unsubscribe, please unfollow. But yeah, that's where I'm taking this. Thanks so much for checking out this video, and I cannot wait to share with you my new work, and I can't wait to share with you this new direction. But yeah, 5 PM Sunday. See you guys on the internet then. Until then, check me on the other socials. If you have liked this video, punch the thumbs up button, subscribe to this channel, let me know what you want to see in the comments, let me know if you've enjoyed this update, let me know how your mum is. But yeah, two-way conversation here, JR.